The Commonwealth Bank have unveiled a plan to charge customers with a $3 withdrawal fee every time a customer with a Smart Access account wants to withdraw their own money. Joining us to discuss this is independent MP Monique Ryan and Nine's Heidi Murphy. Monique, I'll go to you first. The CommBank have since said the changes were part of our commitment to provide the best available banking experiences. This doesn't seem like a good experience to me every time I go to an ATM, though.
No, well, the fees are actually going to be applied not when you go to an ATM, but when you go to a bank. And really, this is the banks telling us that they don't want customers who are reliant on personal service, who have to go into the bank and have that sort of personal assistance. Essentially, that's older Australians almost invariably. And so what the banks are telling us is they don't want older people to be banking with them. It's a real problem. We're already seeing checkbooks are being phased out in the next 18 months. Cash is under threat. This is a real issue, and I think that people are going to need to look at where they're going to be doing their banking if the banks don't feel that they have to provide a decent level of service anymore.
Heidi, it just feels like the wrong thing to do in the cost of living crisis. Don't you agree?
It has. I do agree entirely. It's like banks have forgotten how to be banks. Mm-hmm. We give them our money, they hold on to it. When we want it back, we should just be able to get it back. This is a bank that made, what was it, a $9.5 billion profit last financial year, 23-24 financial year, and they have to come after the loose change of older Australians to help their bottom line. It's absolutely stinks, and it should be changed. It should be reversed. Let people have their money, for goodness sake.
Yeah, it's a pretty unpopular thing. I don't think it's going to... We'll see how it goes. They might stick their feet in the ground a little bit here. But also, now, Woolworths, the pay dispute there, is continuing to deepen this morning after it was revealed that striking workers have cost the grocery giant a whopping $50 million in lost food sales over the past 12 days, Monique. I mean, Woolworths has the ability to stop empty shelves by stopping this wage pain. What are your thoughts on this? Because it's really affecting customers now.
It's a real problem, and it's a bit un-Australian to have Woolies and Dan Murphy's. The shelves I was there this week, pretty empty at the moment. Yeah. I really would point out as well that there are some politicians in this country who want to give their ACCC divestiture powers, which would mean that Woolies and Coles outlets in the country towns could be closed down. Peter Dutton and David Littleproud could lead to a situation where there's only one supermarket in each town. Imagine if the only supermarket you had was a Woolies. Looking at the current condition of Woolworths supermarkets around the country, this could be a real problem. I have sympathy for the workers. I wouldn't want to be treated as a robot either. This is something that Woolies needs to sort out as a matter of urgency.
Heidi, here we are again with another Aussie company with huge profits, and the workers are like, we need some help here.
Yeah, so obviously Woolies is taking this now to Fair Work to try to order what the workers back to duties, or to order them out of the way so that other workers can get through. As a Woolies shopper, I'm in despair that my shelves are as empty as they are. I think this will reach a pain point for the supermarket where they are going to have to blink, and pretty soon. They can't continue to lose customers like this, to lose money like this for very much longer. Obviously that's what the union's hoping for, but decent working conditions, is that really too much to ask? It's like the banks accessing your money. Is it really too much to ask?
I know. It's like the pandemic looking at some of those shots, isn't it? Exactly. And just before I lose both of you, and this is quite the pivot that I didn't think I'd be bringing to both of you this morning, but public toilets are known to be pretty ordinary, some would say crappy, a little smelly. But a Queensland toilet block is breaking that stereotype after being hailed as the most beautiful in the world. It's fit with wall-to-wall murals and even a golden toilet worthy of a president-elect. Monique, since they reopened in May, this toilet block has had over 25,000 visitors, not just for the facilities. Are you shocked by this? And should we just be doing more to make public toilet blocks a nicer place to be?
Public toilet blocks are incredibly important, and in my electorate of Kooyong, the Continence Foundation is homed, and I've heard many times from many people, any woman who's had children will tell you that we need public toilets, and we need them all over the place, and they need to be in good condition. I would argue that some of the public toilet blocks of Victoria are superlative, and that this one in Queensland, it's nice. But you see what I did there. It's nice, but I think we've got more to offer in Victoria, and I invite everyone to come down and have a look at our wonderful public toilets.
I can't think of a loo in Victoria that looks anything like this one from Queensland, though.
I don't know. It was quite a tourism pitch, though, from Monique, wasn't it, Heidi? Come to Melbourne and try our loos.
Come and see our duddies. Yeah, they're amazing.
We're not putting that in a tourism campaign, Monique, I'm sorry.
Might need some more federal funding for that, Monique, but we'll run up the flagpole and see what comes from that.
Good
Team, good to see you both this morning. Thank you for your time.